When it comes to providing track workers with a safe and weatherproof space in which to work, it doesn't get much safer or weatherproof than the mobile maintenance train, built by German manufacturer Robel. The trains, of which Network Rail owns 8, are self-contained, self-propelled mobile track maintenance vehicles, which can carry everything that workers may need to repair sections of rail. This includes being able to store up to 6 13.7 metre long or 45 foot sections of rail. The train itself is made up of 3 carriages, which house the different elements which are required so that workers can complete a range of track repair tasks. At the front of the train is a 24 metre long traction and supply unit, or TSU. This vehicle houses 3 gensets, 2 of which are 500 kilowatt or 670 horsepower Deutz V8 engines, which provide the traction, whilst the smaller 188 horsepower diesel generator provides ancillary power to the electrical equipment and hand tools. The generator can power a range of 400 volt or 110 volt electric tools, as well as providing power to hydraulic and pneumatic tools. Power for the tools is taken from multiple power points located within the work area. The TSU also houses the crew seating and welfare area, with space to seat up to 11 workers. Within the welfare area there is a toilet and a small kitchen with a microwave. There is also a workstation within the TSU, which also has electric, hydraulic and pneumatic power outlets. Moving along the train, a second 25 metre long vehicle is where the tools and rails are stored, with capacity to hold up to 20 tonnes of tools. The 6 45 foot rails are stored beneath the floor plates within this carriage. The third and final 19 metre long carriage is where the work area is located, and it is from here where all the action takes place. There is no floor in this carriage, instead workers can directly access the section of rail which needs repairing or replacing. The work area is 60 metres long and has a variable width of between 2 and 3.2 metres. This is thanks to retractable wall sections which can be extended out by up to 60 centimetres each to provide more room to work in. The extent to which the walls can retract is dependent on the gauge and clearance, but the walls have up to 6 10 centimetre notches which can be set depending on the space available. Although the maintenance car is enclosed, there are vents in the sides to ventilate the carriages, which is necessary for grinding and thermite welding to take place within the work area. To lift heavy equipment and sections of rail from the intermediate carriage to the work area, there is a roof-mounted crane system which runs the length of the 2 carriages. The system consists of 2 cranes, which each have a lifting capacity of 2 tonnes, mounted on 2 rails which run along the roof. The cranes can be operated independently by remote control, or can work in tandem to lift sections of rail. The covered work area, which has ample lighting, provides a safe and relatively comfortable space for the track workers, and by having all the tools, spare parts and rails on hand means it is not only safer for the workers, but repairs can also be carried out much more efficiently. A repair can normally take days to plan and carry out, with equipment and lighting having to be transported in advance to the site before work can even start. Whereas workers on board the MMT can carry out repairs in a matter of hours, travelling to the site with workers and kit on board whilst travelling at up to 60 miles per hour. Work can also be carried out whilst the MMT is on the move, with a maximum creep speed of 1.25 miles per hour permitted. This mode would be used, I imagine, to replace and inspect clips, or to tamp the ballast using handheld tampers. I wasn't able to find out where the MMTs usually specifically work, although when they first started to arrive in the UK in 2015, it was stated that they would be stabled at Basingstoke, Darlington, Derby, Horsham, Paddock Wood, Retford, Romford and Wakefield. which would provide them with access to much of the south, southeast, east of England and East Midlands. There doesn't seem to be much information available about how the units have been performing, but hopefully they have been worth the £5.3 million price tag for each unit, which would have to be recouped through efficiency savings. An ORR report points out that the system can help to reduce the number of thermite welding cancellations, which often have to be called off due to poor weather conditions. This means that certain tasks can be carried out by as much as 70% more efficiently. I assume they're still reasonably active, although I haven't seen one in action myself on my travels, but if you have, let me know in the comments.